Hello anyone and welcome again to the Common Sense Crypto channel. As with you continually, this is Rich doing another video today on XRP. So I wish you're all having a tremendous day these days. Any place you are on this extremely good global, we are going to talk about XRP. And I've got to start with this. Breaking: Citibank, the 0.33 largest US bank by assets, is thinking about expanding into cryptocurrency custody control. Back in 2023, Ripple Labs bought Modeco in May, and Citibank announced partnership with Modeco in June. It's all coming collectively. And observe what their global head of safety offerings said. We are witnessing the growing digitalization of conventional investment assets, alongside new local digital belongings. We are innovating and growing new competencies to aid virtual asset training, which can be turning into increasingly more applicable to our customers. Everybody's customers are going to be talking about crypto soon because they're going to have signs and symptoms up on the bank speaking about digital property. And people are going to need an area to custody those property. They're also going to need to have the opportunity or the provision to transport those belongings as properly. This is just the start. I anticipate quite a few massive bulletins around custody in the short term. This comes from Chad Steingraber. I informed you this turned into coming for Bitcoin. You don't kill it with rate, you kill it with containment. Bitcoin, throughout the XRP ledger. Plan B says, I even have transferred my Bitcoin to ETFs. Yes, I know. Not your keys, no longer your coins, but it's miles just easier for me to control Bitcoin the equal manner as equities and bonds. Also, now, not having to hassle with keys gives me peace of thoughts. I wager I'm no longer a maxi anymore. You're going to look extra of this, and eventually those ETFs are all going to grow to be tokenized on those other networks. Some might be at the XRP ledger. Others will grow to be at the Stellar community. Some on Hedera, some on XDC, and so on. This was usually the direction ahead for Bitcoin, and it is continually been about tokenization. Take a listen to Brad Garlinghouse here. I'll throw out one. Ripple is interested by, and we think lots about, and due to the fact we are very focused at the corporation and type of institutional aspect, the potential to tokenize real global assets and cause them to more accessible, extra tradable. I suppose that is good for the global economy. I think it's desirable for clients. I assume it is correct for businesses. I assume it is properly for institutions. And so I view that as an inevitability. And the question is, how quick? Which jurisdictions, in which does it happen the maximum speedy? But I very much am a believer. And you recognize, once more, you pay attention, all styles of loopy thoughts about like, what about tokenizing this and stuff? I've by no means thought of that. I'm like, oh yeah. I should see why that might make sense to a specific investor. Magnificence, or what have you ever, things are going to end up tokenized that we failed to even reflect on, consideration on, and there is going to be a tokenization conflict taking place very soon. It will take place right after guidelines. Every unmarried monetary group out there is going to be rushing to tokenize assets. And this is why I said it will occur very short. While it occurs, people assume that is going to take years for trillions of bucks in belongings to become on those networks. It's going to occur over the route of a few months due to the fact, have a look at our assessments. They're eager to get this going. Franklin Templeton, very eager to get this going. BlackRock is every other large one. Larry Fink wants to begin tokenizing matters as soon as the previous day. He wants to get this shit happening now. He would not need to attend any further. Smart money is familiar with that XRP's actual cost some distance exceeds its cutting-edge fee. Their confidence is so sturdy that they brazenly state they don't have any worries, approximately its future valuation. We take a wonderful mindset towards XRP's future fee growth after comparing it to different cryptocurrencies. You know, the massive economic institutions, they do their homework. They go out and they take a look at other cryptocurrencies, and that they evaluate most of these cryptocurrencies facet by way of facet. And then they appearance and notice what has the maximum real cost, and it is wherein the smart cash goes. The dumb money finally ends up in different assets and subsequently pivots within the equal course. It just takes longer for them to catch up with the rest. And once one of the big financial institutions starts speak me approximately a specific asset, all of a unexpected, it spreads like wildfire. Other financial institutions have to have it, because then they realize nicely they may be going to get an excellent larger hole in between us and them. Their largest competitor, perhaps that's what will cause that network impact. That's what's going to take us to the internet of price. Don't overlook a 2024 Ripple record on tendencies, and nearby payments highlights that subsequent YR 2025. Fednow will revel in powerful network consequences. Everyone's on it due to the fact everybody's on it. This prediction is even more considerable whilst you don't forget Walmart's plans to stay with Fednow on a business foundation in 2025. Walmart's big market presence and over $500 billion in annual sales, their adoption of Fednow can be a game changer. It will accelerate the giant use of actual time payments, putting a new industry well known and reworking how transactions are processed across the economic system. And once Walmart does it, Home Depot will do it, Lowe's will do it, every other big box store will be on board, Costco, Sam's Club, and so forth. But the reality that Ripple placed Fednow on their internet site and pointed out it multiple instances shows you that Ripple is going to be operating internal of Fednow. This become all a part of the plan all alongside, however, but you've got human beings accessible. Well, Fednow does not exactly say Ripple. Do you clearly think the Fed goes to tell you where to park your money? Absolutely now not. Once this goes stay, you may see it meditated within the price of XRP over time. Turn of a switch for capability. Again, Finostra gambling a very massive function with Fednow. Take a listen to this. It's very sincere. You installation the infrastructure with a tech, any of the tech, can nearly, the connectivity is in region, the messaging is in region on the get hold of facet. As a financial institution or credit score union, what you're signing up for while you allow what we call acquire only is to your customers to receive bills which can be out there at the network destined for you. And there may be sufficient quantity on the network. What we are seeing is, regardless of the bank or the area, the dimensions, there is payments at the network that right away start coming in, and we will communicate. Observe how he said they have a plug and play capability, so